So you talk a lot about the importance of culture in companies, and that's actually something that you consider in charging decisions. Why is it so important? It feels like a rather amorphous phase.
Yeah, look, people should understand that in addition to being the chief federal law enforcement officer in Manhattan and of my office, more than a lawyer, I'm sort of the CEO of my institution. We have 450 employees. I have to make decisions every day about how we allocate our resources, who we promote, what our priorities are, which are more in line with being the head of an institution rather than just being a lawyer. And I think for my office as an institution to succeed and to do well in what its prime mission is, which is not to make widgets, but which is to make sure that justice is done, I have to care about culture a lot. And I think no CEO worth his or her salt would think otherwise. And for us, it is actually required by Justice Department policy to take into account things like the pervasiveness of criminal conduct at a company before you decide to charge a company, to take into account issues of recidivism, to take into account what the compliance policies are. All of those are things that make up the culture of a place. And it turns out that we bring a lot of cases, insider trading cases, accounting fraud cases, Ponzi schemes, public corruption, and some companies have a lot of bad apples and some have fewer. And so my armchair judgment has been, after doing this for 7 years, that there's something about the culture of some places that keeps corruption and misconduct more in check than in other places. And the difference is not necessarily what people get paid. It has to do something with something in the ether of the place and the culture of the place and the leadership that cares about making sure you have a culture of integrity in the place.